you doing? Huh? What are you doing? You're lucky you don't have my little grouse tip with me on my arrows. That'd get you. So, this morning, across the canyon here, there was a bull that would bugle, and he sounded terrible. It sounded like a little raghorn, like a 3-point retarded horn bull. He would bugle okay, but he never would get pissed. So I left him alone, and I went and hiked out further out the ridge. Ran out of water, turned around, made a big loop, come back, tested him. We're in the same spot with Austin and Caleb here on Monday. Today is Thursday. I sat down, just thought I would slow play him. Cow called every little bit, bugled every little bit. It'd take 5 minutes, 10 minutes for him to answer. And all of a sudden I heard his bugle changed and he was in the crick. And I thought, ooh, maybe that's another bull, because it doesn't really sound the same, but his bugle had changed. And he came and climbed up this steep, old, dry hillside to me. I had to drop down a couple times and meet him, and he hung up. And I thought he winded me because he shut up. So I started walking out, and he bugled at me again. He was still here. So I kind of charged down the hill a little bit, and my bugle, I was making it sound really terrible, kind of just like his, because it sounded like he was a young bull, and I didn't care because it's been a tough season, and I just need to get an elk down. And that sucker came up the hill, and he's a frickin' whopper. I don't know that he's gonna score anything, but he's massive and big, long beams, and I shot him. I shot him at 40 yards, and I see blood pouring out of him. So, and then I heard a big crash. So I'm gonna stay here for an hour and wait it out. So. I'm in the next drainage over from the bull I shot last year. There's no bulls at all in the same drainage that bull came from last year. And it's been really quiet, and the wolves have been here like crazy, and it's been a tough hunt. And I shot that sucker, and I called him clear across the canyon. I'll show you where he came from. He came from a long ways, and just never give up. That's my word for the day. Never give up. Check this out. So it's gonna be hard to see here, but blown out because he came from that ridge clear over there, and he dropped down, climbed this ridge, and he stopped right behind that fir tree and stood there and watched for me, and I cow called a few times, and he popped out, turned perfectly broadside right there by that overhanging yellow bush, and his vitals were right in the middle of it, and I drilled that sucker. Anyway, I can't even believe it. Got her done. I'm gonna wait. We'll take up the blood, see what happens. So Austin, he had to work. He won't be here till Saturday, so he'll probably even miss out on packing. It's nasty and steep and deep here, but I think I'll have it packed out by then, hopefully. So unless he ran to the creek, so I may have to hit the old inReach and ask for help from my friends. So I can't even believe this. Never give up. I was about to give up, lose hope, but I kept telling myself, just keep with it, it'll happen, and it did. So I'm gonna turn this camera off and sit here and try to eat something, choke it down because I'm out of water. So maybe if he did die in the creek, I'll drink out of the creek, and hopefully the Giardia don't hit me for a few days. So alright, stay tuned. Okay, I don't know if you'll be able to see how steep it is here, but it is super steep. Yeah, you can't even tell on the camera. There's the top. Well, that's false hope up there. It's not the top, but we're quite a ways down in here. We're gonna have a good pack. We as in me, probably. Lots of blowdowns, which is good. I'm just still trying to soak it all in and wait. I should eat something, but I'm not hungry. The old Renegade tube did the job. So did the prime. Okay, I'm gonna just kind of hang out and wait. An hour's a long time when you've got a big old dead bull down over the hill, just a little ways from you. So wish I could call in the reinforcements right now and get some help, but it'll be all right. I've done it before by myself. I'll do it again. I don't mind it one bit. Actually, I love it. So, all right, snack time here. Got some stuff from my backcountry fuel box Cody Rich sent me. Got some stuff left over from Colorado and Wyoming. And that salami looks like there might be some mold on it. Yeah, I may not eat that. Let's see, you got some other goodies here. I don't know. Don't feel like eating, but I need to. All this stuff requires saliva. Gosh, the fall colors are just beautiful here. Just amazing. Spent the first 2 weeks of September hunting with my buddies, being followed by a cameraman, which has its challenges. And when I do my solo hunts here in Idaho, I always wish I had a camera guy to go with me because it's such beautiful country, and I have, have some pretty good days, and it's, I mean, you can tell the story with words, but showing it, it's a complete different thing. But it's pretty liberating as well. Just out here by myself, I make every decision based upon what I want, right or wrong. Don't have to worry about the camera guy or the other hunters. I just kind of do what I want, and sometimes I screw it up and sometimes it works out, but I enjoy it, and I love hunting with my friends, but I really love hunting by myself too. It's pretty awesome. I had zero expectations of this bull being big. I always think I can hear a bull bugle and say, oh yeah, he's this big or that big, just because, you know. But this thing's had the worst, crappiest bugle you've ever heard. He sounded like, seriously, like a fork and horn 3-point, 4-point, like a bull that just didn't know even how to bugle. No aggression at all. He was just really timid, wimpy, crappy bugle, and I kind of give him the same thing. I mimicked him a lot because I didn't want to. I figured as a little bull, I didn't want to scare him off because he was coming in kind of quietly, and he didn't bugle a lot, didn't get pissed off, didn't rake a bunch. And just and I had zero expectations of, because he wasn't hot. He didn't. I figured there's no way he's gonna come across this frickin' canyon, and he did. So, moral of the story is anything can happen. Anything can happen, and you just never know what's gonna walk out behind the brush up here. You just never know. Man, I can't wait to go find that sucker. He's beautiful. He's beautiful. I've got trail cameras all over the place up here, and I'm pretty sure I don't have this bull on trail camera. And just to the top of the hill where I dropped in here, I have a trail camera. On the other side of the drainage, I have a trail camera. On the outside, on the other far into this ridge, I have a trail camera, which I checked today. I hadn't been there since July, and 2 days after I hung that freaking camera, something come along and nosed it, and I didn't even see a nose. All I seen was, you know, the one picture was on the trail, and the next picture was up in the tree, and then I had about 100 pictures of tree limbs. So I reset it on a different part of the trail, set on video mode, hoping to catch maybe some big old rut-crazed bull screaming on it. It probably won't happen, but you never know. Just setting my trail cameras out here because I want to see what's out here. I want to see what kind of bulls are out here. I want to see where they're going, what they're doing, what they look like, and so I had to let them set all summer. I'm going to move them all and change positions to a little different place for the late fall, and then hopefully maybe even leave them all winter. So kind of a fun experiment. Kendall at Camo Fire hooked me up with some trail cameras, and I've got those things all over the place up here, so it's been really fun. Crazy part is that I'm almost 100% sure this bull is not on the trail cam. Yeah, he's been living down in this hole, hasn't come up on the ridges. So all right, let me eat some more snacks. All right, I got to where he's standing, and it's a crime scene. There's blood everywhere. It's kind of hard to see on the camera, but pretty sure Stevie Wonder could follow this blood trail. I have to be careful I don't run my arrow through me in case it fell out. Yeah, he's just pouring blood out. Oh yeah. It's hard to follow in this red stuff. When it's on green, it's easy to see. When it's red, it's impossible. Okay, there's my arrow. Looks like I had a complete pass through. As soon as I found the arrow, I started looking around, and I looked down the hill. There he is. He's deader than a mackerel. Holy smokes. Oh yeah, well, he's pretty big. I don't think he's as big as I thought he was to begin with. Pretty massive. Barely a 6 on that side. Huh. Man, that's so cool. He kind of died in a pretty crazy spot there. Big old eye guards. Oh man. Thanks, old boy. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your meat with me and my family. Yeah. Holy smokes. Well, I've got some work to do. And I believe they call this being tagged up. And he's got himself kind of lodged here. This old tree kind of tipped over on him. Try to move it out of the way. Probably gonna have to, so steep, I'll have to tie his horns off here so I can work him up without sliding down the hill much further. I'm gonna get to work here. I'll get a couple pictures with him here as soon as I get things moved around a bit. So anyway, there he is. Yeah. Awesome. All right, well, the fun has ended and the work begins. Couldn't be happier. Right down to the wire here at the season. I only got one more day left for me to hunt, and then gonna hunt with Austin and Caleb for a couple days. But anyway, I'm so happy to and feel so fortunate to get this elk. So anyway, the true work begins, and we have to go all the way to the top. We have to cross the other side though, but we're gonna have to go up. It's incredibly steep here. Stupid, but it's gonna be fun. So Thank you again, Mr. Elk. And looks like you hit a rib when it went in, and it went in good in the lungs on one side and exited kind of back by the liver and guts on the off side. But he didn't run 100 yards maybe. So quick, clean kill. Now the work begins. So we've got all the meat in the bags, the back straps, tenderloin wrapped up there. I don't like to make a meat pole when I'm by myself. Just too much extra work. So I just hang them right directly to the tree, which seems to work just fine. So anyway, tied the head right there to a tree so wolves or bears won't run off with it. Gonna load the XO and head on out of here. All right, just about ready to pack this. Start packing the first load out, get home, take a nap, sleep, come back first thing in the morning and start packing this rest of this out. Yeah, he wasn't nearly as big as I thought he was, but I don't give one hoot about that. I'm just really thrilled with him. He's a nice bull, and gonna fill the old freezer, feed the family. So pretty pumped. Wish somebody was here to share this with me. It's pretty awesome. So, but I'm gonna go climb up through the dark, through the steep stuff, and head back to camp. I called in reinforcements this morning. Look at this guy. He's got breakfast of champions going on already.
Energy drink.
He took an energy drink right to the kill site. What do you say, Brent?
You said it wasn't very steep down here. Liar.
That was a lie. Hey, you say what you do what you got to do to get some help around here. So anyway,
Paybacks.
Yeah.
Here's the flame of a skunk.
And we had a skunk encounter last night in the dark. I thought I was gonna get sprayed here at the kill site. But
We're not sure if we believe that one yet.
well, it's true. It's true.
Being found there's a BSer.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a war zone here. Got the whole mountainside strapped on.
Oh yeah. Well, me and that elk we fought, and I won. All right, packing this bull out. I'm carrying him like a walker. A little easier to pack the head that way. Thank God my friends are here. It's making a lot easier. So, makes you really question, what was I thinking hunting in a place like this? I like the idea of it. I like maybe getting one here, but the packing out is tough. But I guess it's worth it. I mean, looky here. I mean, all this delicious protein and a nice rack to go with it. So, I don't know. I guess it's worth it. Pain will go away. By tonight, we'll be all rested up and ready to hit her again. We had two bulls bugling this morning when I met up with these guys. So, maybe we'll have time to go out this evening and shoot one of those things and do it again. I hope so. I hope so. So anyway, that makes it a little lighter. Wish I could do that with the load here. Got a hind quarter in the head. His head's awkward and heavy, so up the hill we go. What do you think, Brent?
Hunt flat ground. That's what I think. Above the road.
Ever tell you how good my friends are? they're pretty good friends. Can't complain. They probably even have cold beer in the truck.
Slight chance.
I don't even have any. I have some at the camp, but I don't have any in my truck.
that is way too far away.
You're for sure to kill one if you're not prepared.